Welcome to day 31 of the Hero Podcast, here with me, Superman. I am delighted that you have been sticking around for 31 days, and if you found me within the 31 days, I'm grateful you're following me, and I hope what I've been saying has been useful. Now, every YouTube video that I have been putting out regarding the Hero Podcast, I have uploaded to Buzzsprout, which then uploads the audio to iTunes, thus creating a podcast. Now, my podcast has got kind of consistently 35 listeners. It's had nearly 1,000 listens, and look at my kind of top podcasts. They are about cryptocurrency. So, if you haven't already, would you subscribe to me on iTunes and listen to my podcast so you can hear this in the car and don't necessarily need to get on YouTube or be at your desktop to be able to listen to what I say, because what I say sounds just as good on podcast as it does me actually going through it with you on video. Okay, and the link is in the description. So, let us go to Poloniex, because today a lot of the coins that have been exploding over the last particularly 3 days have started to go down. Now, a lot of people would say corrections. I personally hate the word corrections because it kind of implies people are giving an excuse as to the reason why prices are going down. Okay, people say, oh, you know, the price is overinflated, it must be a correction. No, not necessarily. It could simply just be that people have hyped it up and now people are selling because the price has gotten up quite nicely. I think that one of the things that most people are slightly concerned with is the price of Digibyte, if I can find it. Where is Digibyte? Digibyte is one of the lower area. There's Digibyte. Digibyte yesterday was at 2,500. It was doing extremely well yesterday. Let's go to the coinmarketcap.com and just have a look and see the dollar value of Digibyte. Okay, so Digibyte yesterday reached 6 cents. It's now gone down to 4.5 cents. Now, I haven't gotten rid of my Digibyte, and many would probably say, Superman, why didn't you get rid of your Digibyte? It quite clearly reached a height and people have dropped out. I'll tell you why. Because what's happened is, and if we go back to CoinMarketCap, you can see that the market cap of the cryptocurrency market is now at its absolute peak. It's at its absolute peak. And what's happening is people are now trying to look for the next Digibyte. Digibyte has done extremely well. People have cashed out whilst it was doing extremely well. And now they're looking for the next big thing that they can invest in and make gains on. Now, I went through yesterday and the day before. The Digibyte reached 10 times its value over the last few weeks. Okay, so if you bought it even last week when the price was right down to under a cent, it went up to 6 cents. People made 6 to 10 times the value that they bought Digibyte for, and now they are selling it because they want to find the next thing. And you can see that the picture today is much different from the picture than it was a few days ago. Look, we've got Vertcoin up there. We've got Game Credits up there. Game Credits has been one of those failing cryptocurrencies that I bought, and I actually bought high and sold low because I saw it was going down, 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 and it actually went down a lot further from when I bought it. Now it's surging again. Now it is surging again. Similar to Bitcoin. Again, one of those cryptocurrencies that were at the bottom of the list, because what happened is basically, if you look on, and this is why I like Poloniex. Why I like Poloniex is because you can see what are the risers, what are the fallers. And you can, there's a complete reversal of where it was. You now look at the bottom and you see Digibyte, you see Dash, you even see Einsteinium, which was well overhyped. You see Stratis near the bottom, Pinkcoin near the bottom, and these have been doing so well, Decred near the bottom. Okay, and we see a complete reversal. All the ones that were at the bottom are now at the top because people have gotten a real flavour for it. They've gotten a flavour because it's a bit like when you feed an animal, a hungry animal. Once you give them the taste or the scent of meat, they are on it, like anything. And what's happened is that people have seen that the value of certain cryptocurrencies has gotten right down, like game credits, like Bitcoin, which was actually delisted from Poloniex. You know, you can't actually do any trades either way with Bitcoin. And the reason why is because it was so far down, like everything else. Yet now it's at the top. So people have noticed buy low, sell high. And that is essentially what is happening right now. So many people getting into the game have seen that Digibyte can't get into Digibyte because it was already overinflated. Stratis can't get into because it already realised, 10 times its value. If we go down and have a look, Pinkcoin, it was already doing extremely well. Dash, already doing extremely well. NEM, already doing extremely well. So what's happened is that people have thought, can't be bothered to waste my money on something that will give me lower gains. So therefore, they're investing in the ones that were at the bottom of the table. And now a reversal has happened and the speculative value gets triggered from there. Okay, people see the pluses, people buy. And so it brings the value up. Okay, and this is why playing the market is so important. Now, in my cryptocurrency investment course, which I was speaking about yesterday, I actually talk about playing the market as one of the main buying strategies. Here we are, playing the market, a whole 8 minutes dedicated to it. Because what happens is that you are going to have your high performing cryptocurrencies that just do really well for you. And then all of a sudden, you get the ones right at the bottom of the table starting to overtake the ones that were doing extremely well. And that is where playing the market essentially spreads the risk of cryptocurrency trading. Okay, so when you get a down day, when you get the likes, the really reputable likes of Stratis and Digibyte and NEM going to the bottom. These are in the top 10 to 20 cryptocurrencies available right now. And when you see them going down, then you think to yourself, oh my God, the value of my portfolio is just tanking. It's tanking because I've put all the money in the best performing ones and they were doing well and now they're doing badly and I'm beginning to lose money. And so therefore what you've got to do is you've got to play the market. You have got to bet on the ones at the bottom, okay? Because eventually their day will come. A lot of people kind of think, okay, so, we've got Dogecoin, we've got Digibyte, we've got Pinkcoin, we've got Stratis, they're at the top of the tree. Omni, sitting pretty right at the top for so long, okay? And people think that our time is now. Got to go all in on these, right? Instead of playing the market, they go all in. And then what happens is on a day like this is that everything starts to tank and you realise that the value of your holdings are tanking, okay? Which is why you need to spread the risk and bring more Bitcoin onto the exchange and start getting in with these so that by playing the market, you're essentially making up for the losses, okay? You are bringing money into your holdings, into your portfolio without taking huge losses. Because I can tell you right now, these are going to come back up. It's Sunday, okay? These are going to come back up. And I can tell you right now that probably in a week's time, the situation will have reversed once again. Whilst the value of these people have bought in low, they sell high, all of a sudden, the speculative value will plummet. Now, I can't say to you, this will definitely happen. I can't even say to you, what is the best currency to invest in right now? Even if we went to number 400th cryptocurrency, I couldn't tell you what is best to invest in right now because nobody knows. Nobody knows. Even if they say, oh yeah, this is definitely going to go up. This is definitely going to go up. They don't know. I said that Digibyte was going to go up when it was a quarter of the value it is now. And it did. But I never did say that Digibyte was going to continue to grow and grow and grow and be absolutely stratospheric and become the next Ethereum. I never said that. And a lot of people did. People commented on my videos when I said, oh my God, Digibyte is soaring. But will it crash? Okay, now it's beginning to crash. Okay, the speculative value has been realised of Digibyte with the rumours, okay, and with the market news. But that doesn't mean it's going to be stratospheric forever. It just means it's going to go up and it's going to go back down again. And there is always going to be a adjustment to the prices. People call it correction. I don't like to call it correction. It's just basically people are playing the market. People are playing the market, and rightly so, because look at what the top 4 are to the top 5 are today. They were nowhere to be seen literally a week ago. These are at the bottom. Okay, they were nowhere to be seen. Nobody was interested in it. They were neglected, and now they are soaring. They're having its day. Okay, and things like Digibyte are just struggling. You know, they're struggling today. But it happens. You know, people are being wise with their money. You know, at the end of the day, you don't want to make huge losses. Who does? So what you need to do is you need to get in there while the prices are low on some of these. Okay, now, maybe Stratis and Digibyte, you know, for now you're not going to make the huge gains. Okay, but this is a good time to be having a look at coins like Einsteinium, which I typically have had a problem with, because I just see them as novelty value coins. But what I will say is that playing the market is a very good strategy. Okay, when you see that the prices continue to just go lower and lower and lower, that is the time when you start making some bets. Okay, you go on Google, you start researching these. Okay, Pinkcoin has always been a pretty good coin to go for. So start researching some of these cryptocurrencies, and again, using the criteria that you will find in the cryptocurrency investment course, you will be able to see what cryptocurrencies you should invest in while they are down. Okay, I'd probably wait for them a little bit. You know, some of these might be good to get in with now. Doge is soaring, and rightly so. That deserves to have its day. So playing the market is a good strategy. Don't simply just invest in the best performing cryptocurrencies, because there will come a day when this happens. So playing the market and making sure that you have invested, whether it's short term or long term or even medium term, in some of these coins, just to make sure that the value of your total portfolio doesn't go down, enables money to be coming in to keep the value slightly up. Okay, slightly up. So today is the day that the ones that were doing really badly are having their day in the sun. They're in the limelight. And maybe there's some good ones to go with. But it's all up to you as to decide which is the best ones for you to go with. Okay? And that is what you've got to decide right now. But what I will say is that the cryptocurrency market is at its most healthiest. People are getting in there. There's a lot of money to be made, a lot of millionaires that is going to be made literally in the next few seconds, next few minutes, next few days, the next few months. Okay? This is the time to stick with it, and this is the time where playing the market could actually be magical, because you could identify a coin you hadn't necessarily looked at before and think to yourself, ah, right, this is going right up. And you can, and they will have their Digibyte times. Okay, they will have a time when the price is going to go right up, and for the short term, if that is your strategy, you can get out when it starts to fall. So, I hope that you've enjoyed today's podcast. And it just goes to show the volatility of the market, and that no one really truly knows. No one truly knows what's going to happen in the future. All you can really do is apply some criteria so that you are best guessing the likely prospect of a coin. That's all you can really do. Because if everybody had a crystal ball and knew exactly what was going to happen, there'd be loads of people making money and tons of people losing money. Okay, because the people who are in the know would be making the money, and the people who don't understand how it works would be losing. However, this is a game where everybody is equal. Okay, this is a game where everybody is equal as long as you have some criteria. You never know what's going to happen with the price, and that is why everybody is equal. Some will gain and some will lose. Okay, but being in the game and playing the market is an excellent way of being able to hedge your bets, spread the risk, and keep the value of your portfolio going, as today completely signifies. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I love the fact that you have been one of the people that has stuck with me with my podcast, because I've loved doing this podcast, and I hope that you subscribe to it. So, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you in day 32.